Another one.
It's happening. Welcome to another one.
Welcome to another one.
Which Simon coined as, well, you got to do fucking something, haven't you?
Another one. Another fucking one. I should do a little thing on that, shouldn't we? And play it as a little. Another one. Another one.
Do you know what thing, the DJ Khaled thing we already do?
Yeah, but something else.
You're doing an impression of
I can edit you doing a fucking another one.
Should we? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Another one and then ugh.
Yeah.
Like an ugh at the end of it. Just like ugh.
You still reckoning you get to 100?
25. I didn't realise 100's 2 years worth.
I know, it's a lot of weeks, that, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought 100 was like, yeah, you bang out 100 and like whatever, you can do 3 a week. And I realised it's 1 a week for 2, like it's 2 years worth, isn't it?
You're going to introduce the guests?
Let's go for it, bro.
Because you see what your new thing now? You just you interrupt my introduction.
I'll let you introduce tonight.
You interrupt my introduction.
I'll let you
to
introduce.
give yourself some sort of level of authority.
Yeah, but it's a little thing, innit?
Right, it's happening. Welcome to another one. We got Dean Coughlin.
What's happening? How are
It's
we?
Coughlin, not Coughlin, innit?
It's Coughlin.
Coughlin?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck
Coughlin.
it.
Everything I do, this is how it starts.
I'll just say
Just
your
call
name.
him Jimmy Iovine. That's what I've been calling
I
him.
just changed my name.
Jimmy Iovine.
Sam Harland.
Hello.
It is just Harland, isn't it? No special way of saying that.
No, that's it, really. No, go with that.
Harland by name, Harland by nature.
He saved some.
Yay. Flying. I'm flying.
Have you been, Big Bobby T?
I'm sound. Not been up so much. Had a few Sunday beers for to take after Wozniak.
Yep.
Had a few Sunday
Doing
beers
me,
yesterday.
doing me
and then
again.
Got just knackered today. Just fucking tired.
What was the occasion? Or just
Just the NFL was on.
NFL?
Yeah, nothing
You get
else.
badly pissed or?
Nah, just a few social ones in the house.
Right.
Social in the house.
Yeah, like with myself.
Yeah, right away.
Or just on your own?
Yeah, just a little
That's all right.
little Sunday sesh, just me.
Do you do home drinking?
Yeah, but all my drinking stops after like 2 pints anyway.
He's
I
a
smoke,
weed,
don't
he's
I?
a smoker.
Oh, right. So you just never get pissed?
No, I just don't like the feeling of being pissed anymore. I used to like proper hit it dead hard, and then for like years, and then one time I was like in a taxi on the way home from town, spent like 200 quid, and I was like, I feel sober here. This is a problem now. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Oh,
So then
you
just-
couldn't get pissed?
Well, I just used to drink. We used to, because I work in town, got paid cash.
Yeah.
We go, oh, should we go for a beer after work? End up out till 4 in the morning,
Mm.
in work again, tattooing people all day, feeling rough, and I go, I feel rough, should we go out for a pint? Back out again, do you know what I mean? And I was
Right.
doing that for
It's
like a
vicious
couple of
cycle,
years,
like,
yeah.
You see, I'm a hair of the dog kind of guy now, but what I do is I have the heavy session and then I have a few the next day just to be fine. Do you know what I mean?
No, unless I'm on Aldi, I have a session and then I can't fucking look
Write
at
you
it.
off for a bit.
Yeah, just don't even look. I still smell it in my nose.
I get hungover off like 3 pints now. I feel rough in the morning. It's weird.
I don't get hungover anymore. No. When
It's
you-
more emotional hangover than it is
when you-
physical.
yeah. When you're a dad, it's like you can't have a hangover. So,
Yeah.
so your body
right.
knows I can't be written off. So,
But when
like
you
say,
are, it's the
it's just
emotion.
You're just there going, the guilt. The guilt kills you, man.
Never mind the headache
Yeah.
and feeling sick.
Yeah.
It's the guilt of everything
Yeah.
you've done. Right. So this is why I look at it now. Whenever I spend any money, I times it by 3. You have to buy it for the missus and the kid and yourself. So if I go out and spend 100 quid, that's 300 quid that I've got
it's
to.
not worth
You've got to just to give her 100 quid. To do
Everything you get is times by because you can't justify it. That's why the emotional thing of the nights out that I've been having, I've been hitting so hard. I can't afford this. It's horrible, lad. That's what I hate the most.
Yeah.
You got kid.
Yeah, I've not had a drink for about 23 years.
Oh,
He's
wow.
sober, isn't he?
A bit insensitive
Yeah,
offering him
no,
that
no,
beer,
no.
then,
Of
wasn't it?
course, yeah.
Yeah, bad drinker and that. I think when you're born, God gives you so many drinking vouchers.
Right.
So there you go. I used them all up by the time I was 28. Banging to the rave scene back in the early 80s.
Was ya?
But late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, I kicked the ass out of it.
Yeah.
Proper kick the ass out of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd usually break, if I have a pint, I'd usually like break out in charge sheets. You know what I mean? Oh no, yeah, I'm just like a monster. So
Did you get to the point where it was like you couldn't just have ale anymore?
Oh no, I just can't have a bevy. Want enough.
Yeah.
Because I'm of that generation where you didn't have drink on its own. That's
Yeah.
what your dads did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's like the mild and the bitter and all this. And like when you was like 15, 16, your dad would take you out or something. And I don't know, there'd be a bit of like Dolly Parton on the jukebox in some old club. Do you know what I mean? All that be going on. And it was all right, you were out, but you used to think, where's my people? Where are my people? So 88 kicked off rave scene. I thought,
this is me.
So what age were you starting to get on it at?
Probably about, I didn't drink loads. It's not even about how much you drink, really, or what you did. It was how it affected you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? An hangover. Do you know what I thought an hangover was? Okay, waking up or coming round, utter doom, dread, anxiety.
Yeah.
That's what I thought an hangover was. Well, apparently it's not. Apparently it's just a bit of a bad head, feel a bit shit, have a full English, and you're all right in a few hours.
So you're having come downs or something?
Oh, yeah, just like bad. Do you know, just bad.
And you thought that was the alcohol? Not all the fucking drugs.
You can argue. What you could argue is, I mean, Cracker's childhood, absolutely nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loads of us. I'm the oldest of 7. Dad drank, gambled. My mum was having kids like I was going out of fashion. Being kids everywhere.
You said that like they were separate.
Oh no, it was like pouring water on a gremlin. Do you know what I mean? Fucking kids everywhere. Chaos. Oh, lived in a council estate in Hull.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I must have been some bastard in a past life. Do you know what I mean? Do you know, to acquire that? What's going on? And obviously, it was Thatcher's Britain.
Yeah.
It was like a bit like Liverpool.
Looking the docks on time.
We'd been ripped out with it and all that sort of stuff. So it felt shit by the time I got to 15, I just felt fucking washed out, to be honest. Just felt emotional. 15? Absolutely.
15? I've had the fucking enough. Shit.
I was done. Do you know, 15? I was fucking done. Yeah, I was finished.
Do you look better now?
Oh, yeah.
And then 15, you were like gaunt. Like,
oh, no, I just thought, well, no, that I didn't think about that. I had not any substances or anything like that. I just felt fucking emotionally fucking bankrupt.
Right.
Honestly,
just fucking drained.
Oh, just absolutely fucking done.
How old were you at the 7?
I'm the oldest.
Right, so do you think that's why you were so drained then? Because you felt like you were...
it was just chaos.
Right.
It was just absolute. Was on this? Just think of it.
Always had to have your wits about you.
1980 to 1984 on a council estate in Hull.
Yeah.
It was fucking knocked down for you. Do you know what I mean? There was no prospects. So that was happening. Just surrounded by, of course, you sort of did have a dad, but you didn't have a dad. Do you know what I mean? Because he just float off.
Just fucking not there.
Yeah, and it was just like utter scary places. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Anything can happen at any time. Do you know what I mean? You had your wits about you. And one of them, like, it was just something like, I don't know, he'd go around to a mate's house or something like that, and he'd walk into this kitchen, and his dad would be in the living room, like, fucking stripping a Kawasaki 250. Do you know, like 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
With like, you know, can of Colt 45 in his hand. Do you know, one of that, all that? Just, you know, we want one of them mutant families. You got mutant families as well. Do you know them mutant ones? Yeah. Where the mum's a little hobbit, like a mad hair coming out of a wart and all that.
The kids are about fucking 7 foot.
Yeah, dead like weird. Some mad experiments gone on. Do you know, we want one of them mutant families, but we didn't have a pot to piss in. And anyway, I felt washed up. But so the drink wasn't the problem. The drink was the solution. Yeah. So I had the bevy and just watched.
Feel better.
I thought I get it now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I get it. I found the elixir of life.
That's the thing. Your dad did. I say it all the time now. The shit I used to give me dad for fucking always in the pub, always doing this, always doing that, and the amount of times I've just repeated it. Yeah. Like, fucking, you're always bladdered. My son's first Christmas, got absolutely rat-ass Christmas Eve, and I had fucking over a bottle of whiskey on my own, and then the whole fucking Christmas morning I'm there rattling while I was trying to do his present sort of thing. I'm just there like, why have I done this? Like, and then my dad's there smug as fuck going, the shit you give me. The shit you give me for not.
But I just think it creeps up on you and you don't realise, and then you're going, oh fuck, I'm like old now.
Yeah, mate.
And then you go, oh shit, and then I'm not meant to be doing this.
I had this on Saturday, and I was like, we're going out Saturday, it was a footy day out, all the ale was free, ready for a big fucking day. Got out at 2, I thought, I'll come home Monday, something like that. Fucking 7:30, 8:30, I was tucked in bed by. Fucking someone had said to me at 7 o'clock, do you want to go for a meal? Like, there's so much money left in the kitty, we should go for a sit down. They had said that as a joke, and my head had gone, I'd love a little sit down now. I'd love a little Chinese. And then for the next hour, all I could think about was Chinese food. And in the end, I just had to fuck off. I had to get off. I thought, I've got to eat something. And then went home, the Chinese was closed, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to bed in a sulk.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Well, that's the thing with the booze. It's not how much you. I had mates who drank more than me.
Yeah.
But they'd feel a bit crap on a Sunday, and they get up Monday and they go to work and they'd be all right. I'd be fucking like, bad.
It's mad.
I'd be fucking like, I need another one.
Yeah.
Do you know, proper bad.
Yeah.
Just going into school or just going to work?
Or they'd have a few scoops on a Sunday and go home, and I couldn't get my head around it. I thought, how can you just have 2 pints and go home?
I'm like that though. It's either I'm either on it or I'm not at all.
Yeah,
like.
I couldn't get my head. I couldn't, because once I've had that half mouthful, I don't know how I'm going to end up. Honestly, it's like looking like, do you remember Quantum Leap? It was like that. Do you know what I mean? I'd be here with a pint. The next thing, I'd end. Do you know? Well, you'd end up in Central Police Station, Queen's Gardens, knocking on the door, going, boss, what is it?
What happened?
He could have said anything as well.
Yeah.
He could have said anything.
Believe him.
See, I can have a few pints.
And just go home.
Yeah, I can have a few. But it depends on the setting. If I'm with other people and they're drinking, then I'll stay out and then I'll do too much. But if I'm just on my own and I can drink outside on my own.
You go on your own. You go
I can do that.
I bumped into him in the pub.
Yeah.
I was
on your own.
I was picking up a pizza, and then I got to the railway, and then he was there.
I was like, fuck, I was on the phone to you.
Yeah.
And then he walked in, I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like the start of a film. It's quite good.
It was mad.
So I just had a few pints with his mates, because you got off early, didn't you?
Well, we've been there since like 7 o'clock.
Right, that was a long night
like
for you.
10 or whatever.
Yeah, I came about half 9.
So we were about to get off, and then you walked in, so I was like, I'll stay for another half an hour, whatever.
Yeah. My mates used to hate like arranging things with me, because I used to get a cob on if there was a curfew. So like I like the sense of adventure. So like even if they said we'd go for brunch, like, and I'd be like, yeah,
you and your mates going for brunch.
Yeah, well, this is like some
fuck off.
Well, that's so like they'd say, oh yeah, come on, we'll go for a bit of brunch, and I was like, yeah. And yeah, because I want to go home at 2, and I'm going, oh, I'm not going.
Yeah.
If you're saying you want to go home at 2, like, what do you mean you want to go for a bit of brunch? I'm like, yeah, but I want the possibility. I don't want to get there and then
you're on your way home.
I know we're going home after it. I want to know that this could go anywhere. I want to know that I could end up in Central Nicket Hull, even though I'm in the middle of Liverpool.
I think that's
I need to know this could be anything. I can't just go and know we're going for a meal and that's it. And I need
but what you do, mate, is you get there and then you trick them all and you go, they think they're going home at 3. But you're not letting them go home at 3. So you know what I mean? You're like, yeah, Sam, we'll just go for a couple, then everything be sound. Then they have 2, 3, 4, and you go, come on, lad, come on. And then you go mental.
Right. Yeah, I get what you mean about like the sense of adventure and that, and I feel like being single helps that a lot.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
I've been my bed since I was 18. No one is still doing.
Oh, right, fair enough. But like not that you get like, oh, when you're coming home type shit, but in the back of your mind, it's like, I'm gonna have to get off soon. Yeah, because when you're single and just going out, it's just like, where are we going now? What time are we out till? It doesn't matter. Yeah. But now it's sort of like, I'm going to get home, you know, because...
Yeah, when there's only yourself that is to account for it, it's fine, really, I think. Yeah. Say, I feel a bit shit, I've spent too much, but who gives a fuck? Whereas when you got your missus giving you shit and then you got fucking kids.
That was it. If there's booze out, I remember I was engaged to this girl when I was about 17. Was in all
engaged?
Just engaged. We got engaged. She just said, "Do you want to get engaged?" I went, "Yeah."
Did you get her a ring?
You were 15, feeling good, and he's engaged at 17.
17.
I've had a fucking number.
You've been married at 20.
I'm get a wife because I'm done by
22 and dead at 25.
It was. Do you know what I mean? It was the mid-80s. That's how we rolled. And so we got.
So she just turned to you one day and go, "Should we get engaged then?" Or
no, I was probably drunk or something. Do you know? So we basically got drunk. It's when then. So
that's the biggest mistake you ever made when you were pissed getting engaged.
Jail cell that.
Oh, that's it. We got.
He wasn't even old enough to get married at 18.
Oh no, but I wasn't engaged to be married. I was just engaged to be engaged.
Oh, I've got loads of mates like that.
Oh well, she got me a watch from Argos. I got her a ring from Argos. So I was married and all that. Within like 2 weeks, within 2 weeks of being with her, I was living in the box bedroom in the mum and dad's house. Yeah, that's what you did. Do you know what I mean? In this little box bedroom. And I remember one morning, I'd had a right skinful the night before, and I was only 17, and had a proper skinful. And I was going, and a mum sent me to the shop. Do you know what I mean? I loved it at her mum's house because it was dead organised. They had tea on time and brekkie, and do you know it was like bang, and you'd put stuff out, and the mum would iron it, and because our house was chaos, and I thought, wow, this is like dreamland, just a little council house, you know, and all. But
the fact that they talk to each other.
I've landed. The eagle has landed.
I used to love going to people's houses where they didn't shout at each other and they had actual conversations. It's like, this is mental, this. Someone's asked me how I'm doing and they haven't called me a cunt.
It was staggering. And I come out, she lived on just off the main road in Hull. And about 9 o'clock in the morning, the mum says to me, go and get some milk. I went, all right then, sounds a pound. Wait to get some milk. But outside.
And you're the fiance at this point.
I'm the fiance.
Definitely never said that in Hull.
And she said,
finance.
and outside Hull were playing Hull FC.
Yeah.
No, Hull KR rather. Were playing. They were playing at Old Trafford, some big, big game and all that sort of stuff. And I knew all the So I walked past and they're all banging on the window, like, Sam, get on, and all that. They had cases of booze and all that, 9 in the morning. And I thought, she's only sent me out for some milk. I thought, knackers to it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I jumped on, because they had booze, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I'm getting wanking and all that. We're going down there, giving all this shit. No mobile phones. Oh, nothing back then. She hadn't got
yeah.
I could have been abducted, bummed. Who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know why you said bummed. We'll stick with it.
They go hand in hand, don't they? You get abducted, you're going to get bummed. Especially in Hull in the 80s.
Oh,
to the 90s.
If you've got some handcuffed to a radiator, they're getting bummed, aren't they?
Well,
to be honest, care to see.
If I got abducted and didn't get bummed, I'd be disappointed.
You're not going to bum me before you let me go. What's wrong with me?
Fucking hell, you just bum me now. You don't bum me, I'm coming back for the fucking lot of you.
And that was it. Was on the thing. And because I ain't thought it through, obviously. I've not thought it through. So next thing, all these lads.
Do you have any money on you or anything?
No, I didn't have a pop to piss in. I had the milk money. What was it, 25p for the milk? Do a bottle of Sterry. Anyway, so I go down there. So obviously, we're all wanking and all that. So the lads get off. But there was 2 games on Old Trafford back then. You used to have 2 rugby games on Old Trafford. I think Hull was the second one. So we got all the way down there. And suddenly, the lads, bang, straight in with the tickets.
You didn't have a ticket?
I had nothing. So I'm sat pissed on this curb. The place is empty. Is empty. Next thing in the distance, I could see this copper walking up, like just tapping his stick, walking towards me. I'm just sat on this curb, just tapping his stick. This is all I need. I haven't thought this through. 2 games on as well. I didn't realise there was 2 games on. That's a long way. So anyway, it gets...
You just thought of the crack on the coach. I thought that'll be great.
Fucking it was horrible. I thought, shit, really hot day as well. And the copper says, what are you doing, son? I says, I'm just sat off and all that. He said, you going in? I went, I ain't got a ticket. And do you know, God bless him.
Yeah.
Well, the cigar we stopped pocket and said, you'll get yourself in.
Oh,
so do you know what I mean? So it was a nice ending to the story. I mean, there was murder when I got home. Okay, do you know what I mean? Bin bag in the back garden and all that.
Was that home with the milk?
No, well, it was. There was numerous. I mean, she wasn't that. I won't say her name, but she wasn't the brightest girl in the world. I remember we was pissed coming out of a nightclub called Romeo and Juliet's, and we thought, well, obviously you spend your money on booze, and we're walking home. Anyway, we're walking home down this road, and she just stops, and she's looking in this old photography shop window. Professional photography shop window. She's on the brightest, sharpest knife in the box. So I went, Shelly, come on, hurry up. I've said her name. Anyway, so she's walking up after staring this window, mesmerised. And she finally gets in, got her arm in and walking down and all this sort of stuff. And she went, that's mad, that, innit, Sam? I said, what's mad, Shelley? She went, who wants to buy photographs of other people's kids and weddings? Oh shit! That's what she said.
Did you leave then? Is that when you
no?
checked
We had another 2 years yet.
What age did you call it all off?
But I think it was 16 to 8. It was when the rave scene kicked off. That was it. I thought you don't know.
You're not one. I met my people. No. You're not one of them.
Yeah, that was it, really. God bless her.
My dad used to go to the rave scene. He fucking. I think that's why he just always fucking hated me, because I think I must have put a stop to it when I was born in '87.
Was your boy name 7?
Yeah, because
it's what 88 to 92 with the golden
well, that's when he went. So I think that's why, because I was the guilt he must have felt. That's probably why he hates me. He's the fucking more the guilt after.
Yeah, you ruined it, mate. You destroyed it.
I remember him telling me mates on my stag do. Fucking hell, I was like a box of Tic Tacs when that cunt was born. Just always fucking shaking and pills everywhere. Me, he fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was great. It was our punk. It was probably the last youth cultural. It was probably the last thing, really. They haven't been out. There's been little touches of it.
Well, Oasis had a bit of Britpop and that come through. That was.
It was sort of hand in hand to some degree, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A bit? But on a mass sort of scale, and it sort of killed off the football hooligan thing to some degree as well.
Yeah.
Because one minute you're fighting and getting chairs. I was a shit football hooligan, by the way. I was always too scared.
Oh, were you in the firm?
Yeah, but I mean, again, booze, back of a Luton van.
Just went with it.
We've got booze, we'll go with it. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to punch anyone and I didn't want to get punched myself, but there was booze there. You'd end up pulling up somewhere, Millwall or Leeds or somewhere. The van had cut and you think, what the fucking hell am I doing here? It was terrifying. Some mad
so were you in the middle of some proper tear-ups with...
Oh, yeah, some horrible... I remember we was playing Millwall at home once. Always pissed. It's always, it's funny, since I've stopped drinking, I've never got into any bother. There was always booze there. I remember one time Millwall were at Bulfrey Park, and anyway, it was going off Millwall, looking, smashing the seats up and all this sort of stuff. So anyway, all the old fans were getting to him, and there were a lot of police about that day. So some lad was just shoving us all, get out, sort it out. And all I remember, do you know when you come up into the stand up the seats? All I remember was just getting to the top. Then it seemed like about 2 minutes later, just coming round, laid on these seats, about 4 tiers down. So I just got to the top and someone's just gone, bingo. It didn't air. I didn't feel anything. I was just thinking, how have I got here? Just looking up. What has just occurred there? Just laid across the.
You didn't even feel the punch or anything.
No, I
just lights out straight away.
Bang,
Must have been a
crunch.
big day.
Sweet spot, yeah.
I was about 2 stone dripping wet. But yeah, it was terrifying. Yeah, and I just think, I don't like this. Do you know what I mean?
What age did you stop drinking then?
About 28.
28 is when you went enough's enough.
Was there anything? Was there any big moments, or just eventually just?
Absolute, just chaos. But it was the drugs as well. As well. I remember one time.
So was the alcohol the gateway?
It was sort of hand in hand, really, because basically what the progression was. You started off boozing, then it was speed at the time. You know, amphetamine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So you'd have that, so you can drink more. Then the trips started coming in, so you'd have a bit of that, a mixture. Then the rave scene kicked off. When you say the tips,
you like magic and that?
Yeah, like acid and that, you know, like the OMS and all that sort of stuff. But when the rave scene kicked off, you didn't really bother with booze. You did the next day when you're coming down.
Right.
You don't want to be full of belly and a couple of pills. You
just water and pills.
That's why all them raves, none of them places ever lasted very long, because never made any money.
No alcohol sales and that.
Yeah, because it was all just waters and all that. So all the money was like... It's like
I swear I heard a story of somebody filling up water bottles for £1 as a kid or something, selling it in Manchester.
Hacienda.
Making like 400 quid.
It was always on its arse, because they never made any sales.
No, you don't want to drink.
Everyone just drink bottles of water.
A couple of pills, that's you, you're done till, especially the ones back in the day.
So you had to make deals with the drug dealers.
See, I've never done anything like that, so I don't know what it's like. I mean, you do, because that's all you do.
I don't do it. I've never done it. I've only ever done weed, mushrooms, and coke like 3 times.
Oh God,
or
mushrooms! Oh, you know.
See, I don't know. I can't imagine a night where you just are taking pills and then that's enough to keep you high and having a good night. Like, it terrifies me to go like, fucking hell, like I'd just be fucking like shoveling them down.
You just
like, when do you stop? Like,
no, but it's not like pants, is it? Where you shovel pants down, is it? You have a couple pills or something else, then you're there, and you're there for a good while. You don't need to improve on it. I'm all right now. For
the feeling that you get off it, you'll probably be like, I don't need anything else.
I'm done now.
I mean?
Yeah. It's called ecstasy, like, do you know, ecstasy, do you know, for a reason. You know? I remember once, because I was getting in trouble as well, petty crowns, because I couldn't hold the job down. Shop level.
No, surely. No. You couldn't even get a bottle of milk, mate, never mind hold the job down.
Well, I was a shoplifter.
We just go make us a cup of tea, Sam. Where the fuck's he gone?
I was a shoplifter by trade. And then one time,
Was you robbed to order? You ain't one like...
it was only petty stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like cheese and all that.
TV.
Anything just to get you, if you get out on the night.
Yeah.
I've got a story for you actually. I digress, but you start getting caught. Do you know what I mean? You start getting, like fines. You don't pay them. So you used to have to go to when I was about 16, you had to go to attendance centre.
Yeah.
So you just go to this place on a Saturday.
When you were 16, so when did you start the petty crime then?
Oh, 15, 16 or something.
Yeah.
But because it was so petty.
Marriage, that was.
Well, that was it. Just sat there with a pipe at 15, like fucking thing.
Back in the day, he's 16 years age.
Like the fact he got to 15 and went, I've had a fucking enough of this. Yeah. Fuck it. Might as well go shoplifting.
Oh, yeah, it was. Well, attendance said you had to go there for the day, for the Saturday. And like just like make stuff and ashtrays, and it was like a little prison precursor, if you like.
Right, okay,
yeah. But what it did was, because it was 9 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock 5 o'clock in the evening. Then it fucks you. You wanted to be out on a Saturday night, so it really fucked up your shoplifting because you only had an half-hour window. But it took you 15 minutes to get from there to town to try and get something to sell to get out on the night. So it knackered you up. So I thought, I took a bike. I thought I need a bike that'll take 5 minutes off the journey. Do you know what I mean? Bike there, leave it out. And if you've got a bit of time shoplifting, by the way, kids, I'm not glamorising this. It's no good, believe me. And, so you had to, so you ain't got time.
Yeah.
You ain't got time. So basically, what you're doing is you've got to do what you call a maddie. I've not got half a day walking around seeing if it's all right. You've got to do what you call a maddie.
Can't case anything. You just got to go in.
Oh, you're right. In and out. So bang. Bike outside, make sure the pedals are just right, because your first 10 pedals, that's danger time.
Right.
Once you get going, you're done.
Yeah,
okay,
you know what I mean?
right.
Especially if you've got a chopper stuck in third gear.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's it. So the pedals are right, that's there. Do a maddie, you need to be out tonight. Let's do this. Anyway, straight into a major store, what will go unnamed. Do you know what I mean? 4 Ralph Lauren jackets, bang, bang, up the thing.
Yeah.
Did that, didn't look around, I'm not looking for security guards. I can't afford
in
to.
and out, yeah.
I'm in and out, and I came out and someone nicked me fucking bike. Fucking hell. And do you know what I did as well? I didn't even run off, I just stood there and stared where the bike wasn't. Do you know, like some loon? Obviously, then you're on your toes then.
To get away.
Well, I got away on that occasion, but I got caught loads of times.
Why didn't you just rob ale instead?
Because
it's not a social thing.
yeah,
then,
because it was about.
And like you said, it was about
the
the
old
pills and all
package.
that.
Oh, it was to buy pills.
Yeah.
Being out and about, and I mean, Sunday was come down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what we realised is in Hull back then, I mean, they come down off ecstasy or speed or cocaine. It's dreadful.
Yeah.
But people started robbing chemists and nicking temazepam in tubs.
Right, yeah.
So you'd have a couple of Tomazes and all that, and just wake up 2 days later, kitchen on fire, and a Mars bar stuck to your face. You know, like fucking, and that was that. Yeah, it was just absolute mad. It was madness. I remember one time. I'll tell you another story, then I'll shut up because I feel like I'm going on a bit.
No, you're all right. You feel free.
Well, I was coming out of a nightclub and I went Thursday night. It wasn't one of the cooler ones. It was just like you just go. You know, the nightclubs you just end up in.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was coming out of a nightclub in Hull, tripping. And I'd only have half a trip and some booze because it's Thursday. I'm not going crackers.
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
a bit about you, you know what I mean?
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You had a bit of decorum, you know what I mean?
So it's come out, and I've come out
Got some shoplifting to do in the morning. I can't be having a mad one.
So city centre, I'm coming through all.
No Woolies the case.
Oh no, too right.
But the attendance centre tomorrow.
Gotta be up, get my sandwiches done. And I come out on Thursday night and tripping a bit. So do you know, not full blown tripping. Do you know, just that giggly. Whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But I was on my own, so I was going past a well-known department store, which will go unnamed, but I think it's probably gone now.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking there, you think about it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hull city centre, no but one about. I'm walking past the stair, and all I heard was Sam. I thought, whoa, do you know what I mean? Sam. So I think, whoa, this is getting weird now. Do you know what I mean? I know what I've had. I know this is possible. But Sam, up here. I looked up in this department store, and on the flared floor, looking out the window, was one of the lads I used to knock about with.
Right.
He's dead now, but we'll say his name. It was a mate, Trev.
Yeah.
He was one of them lads who just could climb anything. God bless Trevor.
R.I.P. Trev. It was this. Can we ask how he died? Because you know what I'm like. It wasn't anything to do with you, like anything.
Oh, nothing to do with that.
Right. Okay.
No, nothing to do. No, they died later on. Yeah, we were feral. Most of the lads are dead now. And this is one of the reasons why, but nothing untoward happened. Well, so it sort of did.
He was murdered.
So I said, Trev, what are you doing, you mad little bastard? He went, fucking hell. Because he was obviously a bit of a robber grafter. What he'd done is he'd wait till 5:25 till the department store's closing.
Yeah.
He'd got under one of the beds,
Yeah.
thinking to get up about 6 o'clock, take what he can, but he took the knock. He'd fell to sleep. And he just woke up.
Under the bed, not even on top of the bed.
He just woke up. So I mean, this was great for me.
Is the CCTV at this point?
No, back then we're talking like 86.
Probably was Blair to
But it
fucking
was just
okay.
Yeah. I think nothing. They might have had a couple of security guards on the floor. So this is great for me. I mean, I've hit the jackpot. Trev's in the shop and all that.
Yeah.
So I said, Trev, throw some stuff down. Do you know, as you would.
Get all the clobber and throw it down.
So anyway, I'm there at the bottom. Like he's about 3 stories up as well. He's a fair distance.
Trying to throw a telly.
Mate, honest to God, I said throw some next to it. Fucking ghetto blaster. Come, hurtling out the window. Coming to I went, oh God, I jumped away. I said, no leather jackets, you prick. Leather jackets. Like that. So anyway, so that smashed on the floor. Then he's throwing leather jackets out and trainers and all sorts of shit. And they're in the middle of the city centre as well, middle of the city centre. So I mean, it's dodgy. So anyway, he gets down the pipe and we sat there looking at the booty. Next thing, our Bill just watched on the corner. Copper. Do you know what I mean? So he grabs both of us. Trevor runs that way. I run that way. And that was it really. So we got.
So you got nothing?
No, we got nothing. We got nicked. They arrested us a couple of days later. So what happened was,
Did he recognise you? Did he?
You got greedy, do you reckon? You could have just got away with a few leather jackets.
The hard bit when you're doing that sort of stuff is, like I said, don't try this at home, kids. The hard bit's not actually getting the stuff. It's you've got to walk through some city or town at God knows what time in the morning. Two looking lads. That's the hard bit's getting it home.
Yeah.
And about 2 days later, and it was 2 days later, I was in. We was going to Welly Club. That was our rave club, our cool club, Welly Club. And so I was in Shire Hall, so we went there, probably having a Coca-Cola. I had 2 doves on me, 2 pills.
Yeah.
And I could never wait, mate. I could never wait. So really, you have one, I've one in the queue and I've one when you get in there, but I could never wait. So it was
the same with bags of beef.
Oh, mate, I just can't. So it was, I thought, I'm going to have one now.
Pack lunches, I'm the same. Can't wait.
I just can't do it. So I'm in there with a few of the lads and I thought, I'm going to have now. It's about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Club opens at 9. I'll have a pill now. It's about a mile and a half walk.
Yeah.
I'm laughing. So anyway, I had the pill in the pub. Walking down. I'll bill outside Sam Harland, warrant out for your arrest. But fucking, I've just had a pill and I've got one in my hand as well.
Oh no.
So I thought, what am I going to do here? So next thing, so you can imagine, and these are doves as well. This was back in the day gear. So I thought, I'm going to have this one in the back of the car as well.
Yeah.
So I'm off my tits in the cells. I thought I was going to get charged as well for trying to hug the desk sergeant. I thought it went so quick, it was unbelievable. Just off my tits in this little cell, didn't give a shit. Just absolutely felt fabulous.
The best way to get through is just get off your tits before you go get nicked.
Oh God, yeah. It was crazy days. That was just like a Thursday.
Yeah. Did you get to the point where you knew all the police?
Yeah, they knew you were. Yeah, they do.
Right.
Because she kept it petty.
They just didn't mind.
Yeah, you had to get caught loads of times. Then you get community service. You won't do community service, and you get like 3 or 4 months here and there or something like that. But yeah, it's
mad the way the game's dead similar now. Still, like my mates manage the shop in Lidl, and he ever gets caught anyone like shoplifting, takes in the office and that, and they just say to him he'll call the police, and the police be like, "Well, we'll be there about 4 or 5 hours." Like, what do you want me to do with him for 4 or 5 hours? And then the fellow who's robbing will say, "Tell him I'm hitting you."
Oh, really?
You have to come straight away. And he goes, "Yeah, he's attacking me here." He says, "All right, we'll be there now." I was like, and the fellow who's waiting to get nicked is telling him what to do, so he can get nicked quicker, because he just wanted to get nicked and get off. Get nicked, get home, sort of thing. He knows what's happening.
That's mad.
It's just, my game's just the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it's great. It's it's drudging like.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Have you ever had run-ins with the law?
Mine's all. I've never done anything really that bad. Mine's all. Get away with most stuff. I'm a strictly fraud. That's my business.
Strictly
my
fraud.
game's fraud. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've a couple of them. Never been caught. Probably shouldn't say it.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
comedy podcast.
There was one company that I was shadowing in.
Yeah.
So what that was, or ghosting, I think it's called. It's basically, I was getting paid to be on this construction site that I was never on.
Right. Okay.
So every day someone would go in,
it's like mob shit, that, isn't it?
sign my name in.
Bit laundering.
Well, yeah, just sign. No, every day I go in. Every day someone would go in, sign my name in. I'd get paid at the end of the week, and I'd box off the boss. He'd get half, I'd get half.
Right. Okay.
So like for about 3 years, I was just getting $3 a week, just because, like it was suiting me as well, because I was on the cabs as well. It suited me because that was paying my tax.
Yeah.
So I was earning money on the cabs, getting $3 in my hand.
Yeah.
The boss was getting $3 in his hand and fucking getting signed on.
He's right.
The company that was doing that for has gone bust now, probably because of shit like that.
What a surprise!
Yeah, maybe.
So I've never, as you can imagine, I've never
got
done
caught, nothing like that. Sold IPTV during lockdown.
Don't know what that is.
You know, the dodgy
like
boxes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, sold a bit of that during lockdown. To get through. Like I say, all fraud stuff. Live by the fraud, die by the fraud, innit? You know?
No, I've not had any run-ins that I can think of. No, nothing.
Not even road stuff. I've had loads of road stuff.
Oh, I've had one where they've, I've been speeding to get away, and then they've caught me, and then they breathed out, and I was clean.
Yeah.
Well, so what? Well, but that's not even so what happened was I was coming home from a gig, and I'd had a couple of pints way earlier on.
Yeah.
And then I was going around the roundabout, and then they were coming this way, and I was going that way, going off that. And then I saw them. I thought, oh fuck it, I just want to get home now.
Yeah.
And then when you see them in the rear view and they've gone round the roundabout, and I was going, they're coming for me. So I just fucking went, put my foot down, went left.
Oh, rather than slowing down.
Yeah. Anyway, but I don't know why I just thought just get home, just in case for whatever reason the 2 pints.
System or whatever.
And then they got me about 20 yards from the house, and they went, we've just had to go 80 mile an hour to get you here. And I've gone, yeah, like that. And then they just got me out to because they didn't have any of that stuff on them.
Yeah.
They just got me out to breathalyze me, and then they went, yeah, it's 0.00 whatever. And then because I just went home. But I've heard a story of a guy that was about to get caught drink driving.
Yeah.
This isn't me, by the way.
But this guy,
the busies that seen him, were too young and didn't have a license to chase, so they could have got him and pulled him over and caught him like that. But because they couldn't, they had to radio through to someone, and he got away somewhere.
Yeah.
Keys in the car, shuts the door, walks off. 10 seconds later, fucking load of busies jumping on him under suspicion of it.
Yeah.
Keys were in the car, no keys on him. That's one thing I learned just then about learning about that, is that bang the keys in the car, because the keys are on you, and you're 10 yards away from
you're sitting in your car, bladdered.
Yeah.
You can't you get your head down. You can't have your keys in your ignition or anything like that.
But like, if you're going over somewhere, even if you're walking over to your car to put something in your car and you're over the limit, and for some reason some knobhead busy wants to just do you, they can do you then for the intention, can't they?
You got to be in. You got to be in your car. I think.
I thought they could just get you just having the keys going up to your car.
No, you got to be in. You got to be in your car. You got to be sitting.
Right, I didn't know. I thought you.
But I know people who've like sat outside the pub and got their head down and been done.
Have they? Yeah.
Like sleeping in the car because like you're still in control of the vehicle, sort of thing.
I always get pulled coming out of Middlesbrough. If I do a gig in Middlesbrough, every time I left Middlesbrough on a night, I always get pulled.
I used to get pulled coming home from my beds every night in my dad's little yellow van. Used to have a little yellow van, and I used to take that to go and see my bird. I used to get pulled coming home every single night, and it was literally, it was always, they must have been looking for a certain fella in the yellow van, because they pulled me over and they go,
Del Boy or something.
and yeah, well, that's what I mean. They pull me over and they go, the van looked like Del Boy's van, and they go, oh no, it's not you, and just let me go after like 2 minutes every single time. And but every time I shit myself, because at that point I was driving around without a license or insurance sort of thing. But I've always, it's mad the way technology works. The way technology meant to improve, make things harder. It's made my life easier. Obviously I've got a license and all that now, but for about a year I was driving around with no license or nothing.
Right.
And I've ever got pulled over. My dad's name's the same as mine. So I just say...
My granddad never had a licence. Yeah, until the day he died.
My dad's name's the same as mine. They'd go, whose car's this? And I go, it's mine, Robert Thomas. And they'd be like...
Big Bobby T's.
And they'd go, okay. And then they'd check who it's registered under. They never once checked the age. For some reason. Yeah. Never checked date of birth. Always you check the name. And he got insurance. Yeah, got insurance. And went, sound, and let me go. Every sound just let me go. And I've always got away with murder because of it.
Yeah.
I've been stopped by the police 4 or 5 times, but I've been stopped loads of times in the car.
That happened one time when just on a cruise. I was just on a cruise, but basically on the cruise when we went, you had to be over 18 to stay in the thingy. So my brother was over 18, but I was under it. Yeah. So my mum and dad, so it's basically like my mum was meant to be in my house, meant to be whatever. But then we just switched keys and that, and then there's nothing to do on the cruise. I don't know if you've been on one, but it's fucking nothing to do. And it was an Italian one, so everyone's.
You've been on one to Amsterdam, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
I've been on that one. It's only overnight though, innit? So it doesn't feel like
not the same
much
thing.
really.
No,
but the kind of was he cruise that he's on.
There was nothing to do, and you couldn't really speak to them because they're all Italian.
And all that,
so but anyway, of an evening,
casino
well, that's what happens at the casino thing. So, we were there, and all we were doing was playing blackjack and that, and then. My brother had my dad's card. It was like 1951 on the date of birth, and then my brother's like 19, and he looks young anyway. And then they were going, and no one was checking it, and we were just fucking getting more money out. It's only until like 4 days into the 7 days that one of the women, like that, and then he went, you're 58. He's there trying to get like €500 out to go and play blackjack with, because there's fuck what else to do. But like that's people just a lot. None of them checked. They just saw the date of birth. So they didn't even think to go. Hang on, that's like the date of birth of a 50-year-old man.
I get away with murder from it. I've gone in the taxis, this is nothing, you know, like people not checking. So in the taxis, every time I've been done by the police, like if it's not a camera, go to court every time. Because they haven't got a fucking clue what happened that day. I've been to court 4 times. I've only been convicted once. Like every time I've got
Well done. Well done.
What was that one for? What was the one for?
The one was for fucking, which I think was the worst one, but it was my fuck up.
Murder, mate.
Hopefully, yeah. That's the one you got
it was all traffic stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the one was parking on zigzags.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'd gone there, argued the toss, knew that he hadn't took any evidence, but the only
what you in for, mate?
yeah, but the only thing was that you know they write a little statement with you. They write a little statement, don't they? And then they made me sign it. And if I hadn't signed it, I'd have got away with it. I'd have a 100% record.
Oh, really? Yeah.
That's funny, isn't it? Yeah. What you in for?
Here's
Fucking
one for you.
zigzags.
Zigzags.
Hold me pocket, lad.
Zigzags, bitch. Why?
Yeah.
Well, here's what.
That'd be your nickname in prison, wouldn't it?
Zigzags.
Zigzags, yeah.
Zigzag bitch.
What's the boss prison name of that?
Here he is, Zigzag.
Here's Zigzag coming with a face full of cum again.
Face full of cum again.
Why does he call him Zigzags? He cuts people's faces up, no, he parked outside the town hall. Well, I'll tell you one thing, which is, I know it's not competition, but
I'm sure you'll win.
When I was 12,
No, this was coming towards the end of the madness. And I was going to score, so I was scoring some drugs on these mates' nets and all. We knocked at the door and all that lad went in, and I'm just walking back down the, I don't know what you'd call them. Do you know them outside Masonetti bullring things? And some lads were walking up. I said, have you just been to, let's say the lad was called John, or I can't remember what his name was. Been to John O's? I went, yeah, he's not in. Oh, but you could tell these lads, to me, there was the equivalent to your wolves.
Yeah.
Do you know, you just knew they're not from all, they're not lads. They're
they're
from
gimps.
they're from somewhere nice, somewhere.
From some suburbia.
Yeah, but you knew.
Me.
Yeah. But not as good looking. Not as good looking.
Right, okay, Sam. Thanks, Sam.
So these lads said, I said, no, well, do you
come on again.
Do you know anyone else who can score? I went, yeah, I can't. So we got they had a load of money on them. Yeah. Load of money.
Yeah.
I went, yeah, I saw the money. I thought, God, they got loads of money. Yeah, come on, sort it out, lads, and all this. Anyway, so getting this car of theirs. Anyway, so I knew everywhere, do you know what I mean? Everywhere to go. Obviously, being a local lad and all this sort of stuff. There was just like loads of fags and there was just money and cigs. And I was thinking, well, this is weird, but I'm a bit off my tits, you know what I mean? I'm not compass mentis. Anyway, I went to score for the lads and all this sort of stuff. They said, oh, get yourselves, I thought, well, I've done all right. Well, I've hit the jackpot here. So they said, oh, we need some petrol. Don't know him from Adam. Never met him in my life. I'm in the back there doing what they're doing. And so anyway, pulled into this garage. It's on like a main road in Hull, really. Like an industrially sort of road thing, but dead busy. It was round about like sort of rush hour, if you like. So even though I had all this money, and they says, hey, go and get and all this sort of stuff, and go and pay for the petrol. I said, yeah, I'll pay for the petrol, sounds a £1. But I was queuing up. I still nicked a bar of chocolate. Yeah. I had all this money. They were treating me, but I still had to nick a bar of chocolate. Lunatic. So anyway, so these
that is mad. Yeah. For everything else you've done. One dairy milk in the BP.
Well, that was it. I just thought I'm going to do that.
That's what took you down.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So we got in the car and all this thing. So jumped to the lads. They're going to take me home. Next thing, bang. Black van. 2 black vans just skid in front of the car. Arm response. Out the car. Out the fucking car. Yeah. What the fucking hell's going? Do you know, for nicking a bounty? I thought, this is a bit fucking much. Next thing, bang, out the car and all this sort of stuff. I'm a bit, you think, oh, you must be terrified, but I was a bit smashed. So you just sort of text, whatever. Anyway, next thing, on the floor, gun to your head, arm responds, bang, but these lads are shitting themselves.
Yeah.
And all this sort of stuff. So
fucking wolves.
What's going on here? Anyway, bang, front us in the van and all that sort of stuff. And I'm thinking, what do you need? I'm racking my brains here.
Yeah.
But this is too extreme for anything I get up to. Anyway, so we got locked up and all that. Still don't hear him for getting charged. Next when the copper comes, well, apparently these lads have been knocking off post offices with a sawn-off shotgun. Still had the fucking balaclavas and the shotgun in the boot of the car. And I just happened to be in the car with these fucking... In with these
bad
lads.
Judge of character there, Sam.
Yeah, well, I just saw the money in the cigs and the drugs. I was thought, well,
look at these gimps.
A bit of me,
but
these fucking wolves.
Yeah. So that I thought, I think I'm done now.
So what happened to you then?
Well, nothing. It was just by. I mean, obviously, once you that sounds great, doesn't it? Listen, Sam, all them two lads you're in the car with. I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Yeah.
But it was. But once it all panned out, this is.
And they'd interviewed everyone. They realised you were legit.
I didn't have a clue. Like I was legit.
Right. Yeah.
But I thought to myself, "You're done now."
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I was done fucking long.
So what did they want you for?
To get drugs.
That was what they wanted you for.
Yeah,
to score.
yeah,
Legit, they weren't trying to rope you in. See, I just thought they'd have been trying to rope you in with more of a motive than that. You know what I mean?
No, because I'm a local.
It's like, here, I'll blame this gimp that we've got. Yeah, do you want to come and show us where to get some drugs? He goes, yeah, I can get you drugs. And he goes, oh, fucking.
I was expecting to be police.
No, because the old Bill know everyone. They're not bothered about that anyway. They're not bothered about that. They know where everyone sells, and do you know what I mean? It's not a secret. You just know. I mean, I've been let out at cells before at 3 o'clock in the morning. The copper said to me, "Where do you want dropping off?" Do you know, 'cause you're in a bit of a state, he knows you're going to score. And he's reeled off about 6 names. And you're thinking, 6 addresses. Do you want to be there? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there? Do you want to go there?
To go and get.
Yeah, you just think.
Because he knew what you're after. Yeah, he knew what
they know. It's not. It's just they're not daft. Do you know, sort of thing.
Half the time, by the police, it's just trying to keep it petty, isn't it? They're just trying to keep it small.
Yeah, they're not bothered about that. Like, really, it's more.
On the taxi, you used to park outside the brass house, and the police would just turn up for a bit, and we'll go in, check the girls were all right, and go out again. They were just happy they weren't on the streets and that.
Well, they're shutting that one down in Leeds, aren't they?
What one?
There's a legalised brothel place in Leeds, isn't there?
Is there?
Well, I'm sure there's. Have you heard of it? No. Well, they were going to do it, but then I think something happened with the pandemic when something dropped off.
People stopped going in.
Yeah, I think something like that because of COVID, and then they went, "Now, we'll shut it down now."
Well, they must have.
But it's to keep them safe.
Yeah.
A legal brothel.
Legal, like as a legal bit.
Probably testing it, weren't they? So to see if it works, see if it saves money.
So around.
It is mad. It is mad.
Well, they got the townhouse, haven't they, in Birkenhead? That swingers. They got that.
Yeah, that's not a brothel, is it? Swingers.
Well, I mean, it's near to.
They used to have Mr. Woos, and I shouldn't be saying names in case fucking someone comes for me. They used to have one in Birkenhead. That was the one. Like it was page 3 models in there. Like it was spenny, but it was like it was.
Well,
great.
what was that called?
It's not there anymore, Sam.
I'm not even going to say it. So just in case.
Oh, no good to me spending that side. I had to stop.
Mr. Woos, it was called.
I had to stop after 10 minutes now for a cup of tea and a sandwich. Fucking hell, them days are gone.
Yeah, there used to be loads. There used to be 3 in Bootle at one point.
There was one that was meant to be. I don't know if it was a rumour, but by Aintree Retail Park, there's that 69 painted on that.
Yeah, that was that one. Bit, yeah,
I was always one of my mates to be like, "Hey, that's a brothel."
That's why it says
69. But I didn't know if it was like.
But that 69 come after that was a brothel. So once the brothel had moved,
right? Okay.
Someone painted 69 on it afterwards.
Oh, that's weird.
So like everyone was going, "That's a brothel." I was
just to get people turning up and go like, "Oh,
Mr. Magoo's." Yeah, that was the Birkenhead one. Yeah.
Yeah, but there used to be another one
my mate.
Norwegian Wood in Hoylake. Have you heard of that one?
No.
But it was a massage. It was a weird. I never went, but mate, honest to God, honest to God,
I never went, but it was a massage.
Yeah. Julian,
apparently, you went up to the counter. There's a woman with a baps out. You could have a massage. Apparently, they had like porn on the telly, and blokes just like walking around with towels on, and I just think that's weird.
Nah.
Do you know, just like
that Mr. Magoo's, my mate got barred from there for being too filthy.
Too filthy.
Did you ever find out what he did? That was too filthy.
Yeah,
what hygiene wise or
no.
When he got in there, when he got in,
too much like dirty stuff. So he went there, and he asked. He wanted an affixie wank.
Yeah. Right.
So they put a bag over his head, put a belt round his neck, and like we're wanking him off, and he collapsed.
Right.
And the bouncer had to bring him back, but like for a bit, it's
not that bad.
Well, they thought he was dead.
Yeah, I suppose that's not dirty though. That's just dangerous.
They thought he was dead, and then when he come round, he wanted to carry on. And they were like, "Nah, you're a weirdo, you mate. Don't be coming back here again." And then so we got barred for a bit. He had to sign a non-disclosure, which I thought was dead weird because he was telling me he had to sign a non-disclosure. Like, you're in a brothel. Like, surely that goes without saying.
Yeah, but I mean, there's levels, isn't there? You got to just, do you know what I mean? You don't want to be like trying to smash a Battenberg up her ass with a cricket bat or something, do you?
We'll talk about this in a minute, but yeah. So
what do you mean we're talking about it in a minute?
We'll get to that in a minute.
So it
was a bit niche, to be honest, that Sam, but apparently not. No,
Battenberg with a cricket bat.
Wow. So he's there.
Apparently that was on the menu at this Mr. Woos or whatever it's called.
He's there.
Cricket bat Battenberg, 90 quid for 10 minutes.
You'd be surprised how cheap.
Do you have to buy the Battenberg yourself, or was it already in the
bring your own Battenberg. Buy BYOB.
Yeah.
Like, so you get announced dead. He wants to carry on. They tell him to just fucking go. He gets dressed and just get off. He goes back 6 months later, and he was smashing the brass. And she's going, "Oh, there's some weirdo in here once. Fucking nearly died. Wants to carry on." And he was like, "Oh, it was me." And she's like, "Oh,
Michael Myers.
You fucking bad. Like, get away." But yeah, he just fucking loves it. Like he was in
Can I stop it one sec when you're talking about that? He's smashing the woman, and while they're smashing, she's going.
I think afterwards we're talking like. He's the only person. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I found this blew my mind when he told me he pre-booked a brass when we went to Amsterdam.
Well, that is next level.
He'd pre-booked a brass in Amsterdam.
Put a deposit down.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
because of what he wanted was so specific.
Yeah,
we went to Amsterdam, and he went to a special brass to get metal bars put through his nipples and electrocuted, and a metal rod put through his knob and electrocuted, just because he wants to try.
Is this your mate?
Yeah. Yeah, he just wants to
get
try
him
it.
on the podcast. Fucking hell.
He probably just want his face, kids and everything.
Yeah, he was playing his face out, wears his little bag that he wears on his head.
What happened to him? How old was he when he was doing this?
No, how old we went to it? Amsterdam at 18.
Now he's doing like the school run and just like doing the kids pack lunch.
That's right. There's a load of big people
I don't
like
believe that
though.
demon's just gone.
I don't even know if it's gone. I think it's still there.
Is he a professional?
He just has to keep a cage, like, you know what I mean?
He must be a professional there, because we spoke about this on the podcast before.
Tradie, like, I'm not going to say what he does. I don't want people guessing who he is.
Banging his fingers on purpose.
But like the metal rods in that in Amsterdam, we went to go into a festival, and he had a beard at the time, and like we had to make up I had to get brought into this, make up a story, because there was holes in his willy and in his nipples, and he was like, right,
what's the story?
If my beard, that's what we were doing. We were fighting, and you throw me into a thorn bush. You you throw me into a thorn bush with barbed wire in it.
When you say there's holes in his knob, are they like? Are they through? Are they like? What are these holes like? Are they like through, or they just pierce?
Like little piercings?
But it's not through. It's like it's just got like
went through his belly.
What did he say it was like? Did he give you any feedback about the experience?
I didn't want to know, to be honest.
I mean, how did you get on?
Well, no. You worried then? Because he says it was great, and you're like, that's what I've got.
No, you don't go. That takes a while to get to that.
It's like the finger.
You don't go from.
Everyone knows a finger at your bum.
Battenberg up the arse to fucking to metal rods in your.
What's before that though?
What?
What's before like piercing a rod through your dick? You can't just go from normal sex.
He's tried. He's everything. He's done.
So he just goes through it all. Just go and try that one.
Yeah.
Well, what he did is he watched porn very young, and he's watched too much stuff too early.
Yeah.
And he's been done with porn at 19.
Yeah.
And it's been in his head. It's been getting where, and he's somehow come across dominatrixes. They've seen things he's done there, and he's gone, and then he's probably shoved something up his own arse. Then he's probably put something through his dick.
Do you know what I did with booze and drugs? He's done it with porn.
He's also done it with booze and drugs.
He was probably a couple of days away from like George Foreman in his own bollocks.
They look tasty.
The only thing, I always say,
I tell you what, he will probably be on Craigslist looking for people to eat. He'll be there signing up to forums going, does anybody want to get eaten by a fucking meet me in fucking Egbert and I'll eat you.
The only thing he doesn't want to do is scat. He's not interested in scat.
Oh, fuck off.
He's got morals.
Yeah. Everyone's got a line, Sam.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a line they cross.
So what? So he goes, you are not shitting on me at all, but you can stick a red metal rod through me fucking anywhere.
Not interested in scat.
Did his beard ever ask about the hole in his dick?
She never asked me.
Right.
So whether she's bought the story that the stocky threw me into a barbed wire thorn bush, but she was quite like, she loved him too much. They split up long ago now, but she loved him too much. She bought too much shit. She's one of them girls let him get away with too much too early. Constantly. So in the end, he could just get away with anything. In the end,
right?
And he was when they were together, they were earning good money, so she was just tired. I think she just thought, Why leave him? The money's gone.
I'll put up with it just because he pays for all this shit.
And he's never here. He's like,
is still with someone now, is he, with kid and all that?
Oh, no, it's a different person now. He's got kids and all that. He can't, like...
regular sex for him must be
he's the...
He probably don't even bother. You know, like back in the day, someone said to me he was doing a job or something like that. Not a job, just a normal job. So he did work now and again. or some woman would say to you, I don't know, Friday at 2 o'clock, but you haven't finished your job yet. Hey, love, would you like a can of lager? I never would. I think there's no point, because if I do, I'm not coming back. And he's probably like that with sex. Do you want... No, what's the point? Regular sex for him must be... He just why bother? Do you know when you've got so, like...
I don't know, because, like, even when you like you said, you said you wouldn't have the can at 2 o'clock on a Friday, but imagine if you're like... Because he's also loves the ale and booze, loves the drugs and booze, like... He's had every drug under the sun, like everything. His method, his motto in life is I want to try everything once, so he does except scat, except scat for some reason. Like he's just.
He'll get there.
I'll tell you the reason.
He's fucking. I love him. I absolutely love him. But he goes through periods of being the most normal, sane, family, boring man you've ever seen in your life, and just goes wild.
Just gets his bollocks volleyed for half an hour every now and then.
I'm like, he was during my stag. He was one of his wild times, and he like.
We're narrowing him down now. We're narrowing him down, aren't we?
I can't say nothing, but he come on my stag do a load of magic that he didn't even know he had in his pocket, like because he'd been out for 2 nights, and then like fuck it. Like, my bag's already packed. He packed his bag like 3 days in advance. Yeah. So, like, he'd been out for 2 nights. So then he's just fucking off his cake for, like, 2 nights before my... We picked him up at, like, 9 o'clock in the morning. And he was on the plane, just on an EasyJet flight. Next thing he goes, go get some money out of his pocket to buy some ale off the plane. Goes, got a bag of magic there. Just starts fucking doing it on the plane.
People like that stress me out, you know?
Yeah, people that go through customs and don't realise they've got, like, half a bag of beak left in one of the jean pockets that they had on, like, last week. Yeah.
Just so blasé about
You're thinking... Luckily, they didn't know that because that's just got through there. But
that's probably why it's got through, because they didn't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
the confidence.
The swagger in it.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine you. I'm like, was you with him as well?
When you were in the brass house?
No, with the beak when he got the magic through the airport.
I wasn't sitting next to him, but I was on the same plane as him. Yeah.
Fucking, my dad fucking banged up a Broadway and to happen.
Oh, mate, he was already on form. He was already performing because he'd been out for 2 days, and because my half and that were there, and they always give him grief because they were the worst for everything. But then obviously, like they'd settled now. So when they ever hear him doing stuff, it's always fucking give him loads for it. So he was like, I can't wait to get them on a coach on a plane in fucking Ibiza where they can't go anywhere, and I'm just gonna fucking torture them. And that's what he did. He just fucking fucking fat animal. So me dad and all that fucking just there snorting magic on the plane, but like waving to them like I'm gonna make your holiday a fucking night.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't relax with him about me.
It's my mates are weird. I've got mates who are just like fucking gone like that. They've got mates who are just dead prim and proper sort of thing. And like my stag was mad because like I had them. Like my uncle's the worst. My uncle's the worst for everything. He just like he's. It's astonishing how he survives.
Yeah.
Because he's bigger than me, and he just chongs pills and coke, and doesn't go to bed, and drinks vodka and orange, which is like 3/4 vodka and a shot of orange, and will be like that for 4 days. And I don't know how but you wouldn't. He's just the same. Doesn't change. He's just exactly the same.
Yeah, but there's so many things trying to kill him at once that they're keeping him alive.
And just like
killing each other.
He puts down the orange juice. He says
like Mr. Burns.
It's the vitamin C in the orange juice that keeps him going.
No, it's like Mr. Burns on that episode when it's like you've got hundreds of diseases all trying to get through one door and they're all blocking each other and fucking killing you.
It's fucking. It was wonderful watching me clean and proper mates, seeing them other mates in action, and seeing them doing pills in the pool at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like the pool was closed, but it didn't matter because they'd been up all night. So they just got in the pool at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was doing pills with the pool water. I just like just
yeah.
I just
a bit of chlorine with your pills there.
Just watching my mates from college, just like look at them going, what is this?
What is this? Beast of a man.
What is going on here? And, I was laughing my head off going, I'm good with this. This is just like this.
My
this is normal.
I'd have took him out to sea, put him there and said, if you get back out this giant pill popping fat gun, we've jumped him 4 miles offshore and somehow he's back 12 hours later on a rubber ring.
So still with
10 Somalian pirates doing magic.
Fucking hellfire.
So what did you do to fill the time since you've stopped drinking at 28 and that?
I ended up on the Wirral. I was in rehab on the Wirral.
Was you?
Yeah, rehab in. Oh Christ, not great with dates. Maybe 2008. No, not 2008. About 97.
That's a big
gap.
11 years, that.
11-year rehab session.
Yes, I ended up in rehab on the Wirral then. Then went to college, university. And
did you put yourself in rehab, or did they send you to rehab, or what?
No, put myself in.
Did you?
Yeah.
So how long are you in there in like a rehab centre for?
About 9 months.
Oh, are you?
I was, yeah.
And you don't leave or anything like that. You just stay there.
Not everyone
in a rehab
is
centre.
Do you have like sort of therapy stuff and counselling stuff and?
So you just like living there, just like going to like therapy sessions.
Yeah, and it's a big house, and you got to get involved and do all the stuff. So I did that for 9 months.
Did it work? Yeah. Or did you have any relapses?
Oh no, yeah, it's worked. Because I go to I run meetings now myself.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I run like these meetings. What like to remain anonymous.
Yeah. Obviously.
So I run
Alcoholics Anonymous.
So I run them and all that. But that was the game changer, really. And it's the right laugh as well because you get some right dark humour. I mean, there's a bloke because they don't have it so much now, but everyone used to, because it was anonymous, everyone used to have a name.
Yeah.
So it was like Baker Bill, or do you know what I mean, or something. Do you know what I mean, something like that. Yeah. And there's this bloke who used to know. He was called Mike, and he couldn't stop drinking for 20 years. He could not drink him. He was from Manchester. And he tried drowning himself about 15 times, but he was always dragged out. You know, he eventually got sober. So his name in the meetings was Canal Mike. You know what I mean? You know, everyone's got like mad names. And there was one time, this is the best one, I think. I'd not been
inventive
around.
as well.
I'd not been around long. And there was this lad, and what they did. So
how old was he? 19 or something?
Probably. There was so they have the meetings anyway. So usually someone comes in and shares their story, what it was like, what it's like now, blah blah blah, for 20 minutes. Then everyone sort of comes in afterwards. Oh, thanks for that, and various degrees of sobriety, if you like. And at the end, they say, any announcements? So the person who's running it and the person who's in say, any announcements? And someone will come up and say, I've got an announcement. What is it? Well, the Monday meeting now is now at 6:30 instead of 7:30. I just want to let you all know. And well, thanks, Tim, whatever. That's great and all this sort of stuff. So anyway, any more announcements? And someone stood up, I don't know, I just had to leave the room. Someone else stood up and says, I don't know if you've all heard, but Washing Machine Joe passed away. Washing machine Joe passed away last week, but he did die sober, and so God bless him, and that's it. So God.
And clean.
Oh, it was a lovely. It was washing machine. Oh, and it's sad that. Anyone else come on? Yeah. Yeah, I've got an announcement. What? Does anyone know where Washing Machine's funeral is, please? He was a good friend of mine. And the group leader sent up and says, well, no, we don't at the moment. I've been looking in the bereavements column of the newspaper the last week, but I've not seen anything. And my mate leaned over to me and said he should have been looking under domestic appliances. That was it, up and out.
Why? Do you know why his name was Washing Machine Joe?
He used to try and kill himself with a washing machine.
He used to fix washing machines.
This will get me clean. But you got it wrong there, Washing Machine Joe.
Washing Machine Joe. Yeah, I bet to write things in them places. But like I say, it works.
Yeah.
Because what they do is, the thing with the rehab is, what people don't understand is it's not, once you've crossed that line of, you've crossed a line.
Yeah.
Then you can't just go somewhere for a few months and come back and you're all done and dusted and drink like a gentleman. Do you know what I mean? You're done.
You can never go back. Yeah.
You can never, because people used to say to me, "Oh, Sam, so you just stopped drinking?" I say, "Yeah." They said, "When you was drinking, did you ever used to like if you had a girlfriend or something? Did you used to hide it from people, or did you used to like use mouthwash, or drink vodka because they couldn't smell it on your breath?" Yeah. And I said, "Well, no, there's no point really when you shit your pants, is there?" You know what I mean? No, in many respects.
I think that's what I think. You hear about people like hiding whiskey. It's like, when you like, surely you've been with someone long enough. You know when they're bladdered. Like, my bird knows when I'm bladdered before I do. Yeah. Like she goes with your bladder. I go, fucking no.
The first time,
I'm pissing myself.
First time I got bladdered, I didn't know alcohol smelt.
Yeah.
So I got absolutely twatted at my mates on like one of them offset days.
Yeah.
Is it offset?
Inset.
Inset day. Yeah. And and my mate robbed a bottle of whiskey from his dad's. I was like 14 or something.
Yeah.
I had like 8 shots of whiskey, and I was like, this is boss, feel amazing.
Yeah.
After about half an hour, I was like, oh my God, I feel awful. Like proper like alcohol poisoning, like passed out type thing. Woke up and my mates with like 3 hoodies on and a duvet on, like nearly shaking and dying. And he was like, you're going to have to go because my mum's on her way home. And I was like, oh, walked home, went in and just said to me, man, I feel rough. Like, I feel sick. I'm going to bed. So, and she didn't think anything of it. And she come in like half an hour later and just instantly just seen her face just drop. And she was like, you've been drinking, haven't you? And I was like, but how do you know?
Do you have to get to the hospital and get your stomach done?
Nah, I was just being sick all night. And my mum was probably she'd just knock on the door and just go, just checking you're not dead. And then and then made me go to school the next day, and it was rough as fuck, man.
Really?
Just sat in maths, just like.
I'm surprised I never fucking.
That was like my punishment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not letting you stay off hungover when you're 14.
Done it to yourself.
Yeah.
Have you got pissed on something real bad?
Sam was way ahead of you by that point, mate. 14.
Fucking hell, mate.
Just whiskey, yeah.
Sam did that at his 6th birthday after the wacky warehouse.
Sam retired from international duty at 15.
Oh yeah, do you know what I mean? I was snorting.
Made his debut at 4.
I was snorting amphetamine off Midgeon's forehead. You know what I mean? If I drank something, got really ill, and not been able to drink that thing again.
I don't know.
I got
It's
pissed
Jack
on-
Daniels.
Yeah, gin once when I was proper
Yeah.
gin fucking cat.
JD was mine, and then. Or you eat something after you've bladdered and then you throw up. He's like, you can't eat that.
Jaeger bombs is one for me that I go, ugh. I'll have one if people have got them, but they're really something I can go.
I've never minded them, me.
No, they're too sweet, and they just remind me of when it goes. You have one when you're pissed, and then your stomach's warm, and you feel that. Ugh.
Right. Yeah.
That Jaeger heavy.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's the one I
did
do.
you ever hit anything too hard that you had to stop? Because you like. So if anyone doesn't know Dean, he's got a podcast called The Mild High Club.
Yeah, mate.
He's a regular stoner, aren't you?
I am. That's my little vice. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, do you ever hit anything where it was like, right, I'm going to have to calm this down?
That was it with ale. Like I was going out all the time, and I'd say I'll go out and we drink like full bottles of rums in bars, and then I'd be on my way home going, I've just spent like 200 quid there and don't even feel pissed anymore. And I went to Australia because Amy, she's allergic to alcohol, so she doesn't drink. Right. So when we were over there, I didn't really know anyone, so I wasn't going out drinking. I was there for like 9 months. So that was sort of like my fucking away from ale. And it was dead expensive as well. It was like $10 for a shot of whatever in a drink.
Yeah, right.
So, you spend like fucking $60 and I'd be like, this is a waste of money, this.
Yeah.
So then when I got home and started going back out with my mates again, like the first hangover back, I was like, I can't do this ever again. Yeah. Like, it's horrendous.
Don't enjoy this anymore.
So I just like, but even like the feeling of being pissed, I don't like it anymore. It's like I can't control my body. So I love getting tipsy and just staying tipsy. That's like my favourite mode to be in. It's just like
I like that. But the problem is when I get tipsy, I get greedy.
Right.
So I start drinking dead fast. So I'm like, I drink, I drink quite leisurely. Just nice and easy.
Yeah.
But then once I've got like a taste for it, that's it. Then I'm drinking 5 pints in an hour.
I just drive everywhere. So then I go, I've got my car. I can't have more than 2 or whatever.
Well,
5 and drive, innit?
Well, not that. You can leave the car or something, can't you? Like,
no, but there's always a way around it.
Yeah, there is.
Because me thinking is like...
It's always 120 quid back, cab back.
But it's more effort me getting home.
Too raw.
It's more effort me getting home and then getting back to get my car in the morning for me having an extra 2 pints. Because I'm not going to stay out all night bevying. Whereas I'll just stay out with everyone. Like the other night in Manchester, I stayed out till 2. Yeah. But when... Do
you not need a blowout or nothing then, no?
Nah, not really.
It's if some cunt wants to do shots,
if I didn't have a blowout, like, I reckon once every couple of weeks, I need to just get fucking shit.
I do mushrooms now every now and then.
That's probably an addiction.
That's probably me blowout now.
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Like anything, like,
I've never had mushrooms.
Get
like
weird.
Having to do something.
Yeah. Done them on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Do you ever do mushrooms? Do you ever do any psychedelics?
I've had mushrooms about 5 times, and the first couple of times it was all right. Was out and about in the field, you know what I mean? Nice, you know. We actually had them. We didn't, you know, we weren't picking them.
Yeah,
we didn't make them into a coffee or a tea or anything like that. We basically had 80 mushrooms each. We had them. They had all the gritting, all the crapping. Yeah. We just put them in a Big Mac and just ate the Big Mac.
Yeah, that's what I done in Amsterdam.
And done that. First 2 times it was all right, but then I had a bad time on them.
Right.
I was round at my mate's house. We had a father deal. He had like this mad sound system with headphones, and when So we've had like 90 mushes in his box bedroom. 90 mushes, just raw, slimy all down your throat, mud and everything. Had them, put a $5 deal in the joint, bit of red seal, all that, which was a lot of dope to put in a joint like that. But I had the headphones on each and was listening to John Michel Jarre's Oxygen. And my head just went boom, fucking boom, just boom. And I remember I said, I've got to get home. I've got to get home. And do you know when people like just like do mad things like because they're mushy? Because people said, "Oh, you get chased down the street by fucking Mars bars." You know, it's colours in it, it's colours and stuff. But what I do remember about that is getting home, and it was the cars when cars were going past on the road. They just looked like. Just little tiny cars.
Feel massive, don't you?
Yeah, I just felt.
I was sat in my house going, I feel too big for this house. Like walking through the house
like
going, I'm fucking massive here. Yeah, you looked massive in my house when you come in for a piss that one time. You come down the stairs, like, that house is fucking tiny with him coming down the stairs. It was mad.
I can't imagine it. I just can't.
Yeah, because you start peeking on them, you see.
You have to do it to understand it.
I think I'm going to have a little go.
You got any on you?
No,
I'm going to have a little go. Maybe we should be one of our Patreons when we launch a Patreon.
Let's do it now in the car on the way home.
Because you like peeking on them, you can come up and you just peek.
It comes in waves as well.
Yeah,
so when he says he's had 90, what?
That's probably about fucking 5. That's a heavy dose. 90.
5 grams.
Like 5 grams is known as like a hero dose. Because it's like
mega. There you go, Sam.
Is that then? Is that it?
Well, 20 to 30.
He hasn't got a fucking clue, has he? Just
20 to 30. If it's them Liberty Cap ones, if you pick them yourselves, like up them ways,
up the mist and all that.
Yeah.
Morning,
20 to 30 of them's like.
Hang on, pick yourself. What do you mean?
You can just pick them yourself.
That's how I got mine.
If you know the right mushrooms, just come pick yourself.
They grow in the fields in like Wales and all that. That's how I got mine. Just went and picked a fucking shitload of them.
Just got to know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
That's why I like them, because they just grow out the ground. You can't die off them.
I don't mind anything natural. Like I'd have weed and I don't like smoking, so I never really got into weed. Like now I'm glad I'm not 18 now, because all the gummy bears and all that they're knocking about and the vapes and that. I'd probably end up fucking being right into all that stuff.
Yeah. So when you say your head went boom,
Nancy's a lot then. But just tell me how much of a legend I am.
A hero dose.
Hero dose.
It was a hero dose.
I think 20 to 30 is about.
Because Sam's going home with his cape.
2.5, 3 grams.
And they call me a fucking addict, but turned out I'm a hero.
If they were wet though, I don't know, but 90 is a lot.
Yeah, straight in the burger. Boom.
It is a lot. And then you had the joints as well.
Well, also the first time we had him, we went into this, Grebs? Greb bar. They call them Grebs and all, but we were like sort of trendy kids, really. Do you know, like a rockers bar in Hull?
Yeah.
So it was this rocker bar, and all sort of leather jackets. And we want part of that. Yeah. We just want, and was mushying off in one of them. Yeah. Oh, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, so you've got to pick your places for them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how people like take them and go, like you say, to bars or like festivals.
The only time I had them was at a festival, and like it just made me go dead slow. There mustn't have been proper ones, because I just bought them out of a shop in Amsterdam.
Truffles in Amsterdam, aren't they? The ones in the boxes.
Yeah, like a clear box.
It's the same, but it's grown different, so I think they react different. Yeah.
Right, so I just put it on a burger and just had loads of rush with it.
Yeah,
and like
loads of rush.
Well, funny enough,
that's what loads of rush, couple of space cakes. Loads of mushrooms.
It's probably the space cakes that made you feel slow.
I just went dead slow, just dead like, sound. Walking around with like a Rastafarian hat on and just like no top on, just fucking chatting to Dutch people and all. Like, just going around calling everyone like, you crazy Dutch bastard. just like, just
love that.
They were all right. You know what? The Dutch were lovely, like absolutely boss. And then, then there's a boss festival, this Lowlands. Like, so we had that. And then, like, about half an hour later, there's like this little, where it is like a big lake, and in the middle of the lake, just a little island. So what they've done is put a big fucking teepee in there, made it into a sauna, and the whole island just got to walk around naked on.
Yeah.
So because I was like, oh, go on, just got the boat over there, just fucking walking around. So we were there watching NERD on the main stage, about, like, I don't know, maybe half a mile away. Just sitting on some larger bolloco, just like fucking watching NERD like that. Fucking, this is incredible, isn't it?
It sounds fantastic.
This is the life. This is the actual life.
Funny enough, when we did that Trib Festy boat thing to Hull, Jack Gledo was on as well, and Little Jack. Yeah. So Little Jack was on and all that. So we got to Amsterdam, and Jack goes, "You know about drugs, don't you, Sam?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "I'm going to get some drugs." I went, "All right, then what do you want?" "I don't know. We'll go in the shop and see what you think." So I think he was just after a bit of weed at the time.
Right.
But I thought,
have you thought about that maybe for profession? just to take little wolves like Simon or Gledo. Just come on, I'll teach you drugs.
I wouldn't go with him. He doesn't know the doses, mate. You'll be right with them 90, lad. You'll be right, you will, pal. You'll be in rehab in 6 months if you do good.
Do
you want to be a fucking hero or not, Simon?
But even before that was we had loads. Obviously, there's a gang of like comedians walking about.
Yeah.
And we wanted to. We thought, well, we wanted to go and get involved.
Yeah.
So we says we couldn't afford the big shows and all that sort of stuff. So we says we'll go to the little peep thing.
Yeah, little peep show.
Little €2.
Totally. Yeah. So we're in that. So there's a little thing like that. So I put my money in like that, and I got in there.
Yeah.
But there's no one about. There's only us. And just as the door was closing, Jack jumped in, man.
Fuck's sake.
So Jack, we got our money's worth because there's a change of shift. Do you know? There's a girl in, and someone else come in, and all this sort of stuff. So I'm in there with Jack. I think, Jack, why are you jumping? It's only €2. What are you doing in here for? He went, oh, shut up. So anyway, so I'm watching the thing and all this. And the thing is, though, while we'd been in there for that couple of minutes, it got really busy outside. So next thing, the door opened. Oh, no, it's not.
Is that what you think?
Oh, God. But what he did was...
I just tried to teach you about drugs.
Well, that was happening. So Jack, what he did was, I told him to get some mushrooms, and you can have tripping mushrooms, giggly mushrooms, all this stuff. So I said, just get them ones there, Jack. He went, all right then. So he had these. But he's drinking as well. So he's had these mushrooms. So he's knocked a pint back. He says, don't be drinking. You're done now, Jack. No, I want to drink. 2 pints. I said, Jack, don't drink anymore. When these come on, they're not working. I said, they will, Jack. They will work. Just stop drinking.
Just fucking
Knocked about 4 pints back, size of him. The mushrooms started coming on. We got the coat. He was just puking all over on the coach.
Oh, really?
Because of the alcohol, that'll be why.
Yeah, the alcohol mix. We just
Mixed with
You can get nauseous off them and that as well. If you're not used to having them and that, like they make you feel a bit sick and that sometimes. Because like usually people have them on an empty stomach, won't they? And the first thing that hits your stomach's the fucking psychedelic mushrooms. And if you've never had them before, you just like your body's sort of like, what the fuck's this?
It's mad Amsterdam. You know the mate that I tell you about Amsterdam, who wanted pre-booked to Brass. We were in the red light district in Amsterdam. It's one of my favourite things. Like, I don't know why this memory, but I love it. We were just walking down the side, and you get the red lights.
Yeah, and then the blue ones.
You got the purple ones, and I was and he's goes to me, have you seen her? Have you seen her on the purple light? Have you seen her? And I was like, yeah.
Him.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. I go, yeah. She's gorgeous here. And he's like, I know I've already had me fill today. But I can't pass her up. She's too gorgeous. Like,
really get his fill off that one.
Big tall,
big Phil,
big tall black woman she was.
PHI.
And I was going, listen, mate,
Uncle Phil.
I was going, I don't know. I think they're purple for a reason. And he was going, it's because they're black, that's all it is. And I'm like, I don't think it's racist. I don't think Amsterdam is racist, mate. I think it's purple for the reason. Nah, I'm telling you now, it's just because they're black. And I'm like, no, I'm telling. And he's like, no, I can't. She's too fit. I can't. I'll get it up. I don't know if I'll come, but I'll get it up. I'm gonna have to go. And like crosses over the bridge, and like literally, it was like he was running, like just this little giddy skip over to her, dead excited, and he gets about 5 yards away from the door, man. And she just went, bang,
wham,
knee knocker just there, and he just went, and then turned around and ran back to me. And I was just laughing my head off.
From what else he's into, I think, why would he not have a little go on that?
When he come back to me, I was like, if I wasn't here. If I wasn't here, in there. No. I was like, if I wasn't here, you would. I'm telling you now. And you just see him looking at me going, yeah, probably.
They're still just as fit, like in the face.
Exactly. Like everything that you're attracted to is still there. He's got a little added extra now. That's all.
I'd have thought he'd have been into that.
He probably, like I say, if I wasn't there, he'd probably gone for it. It was back in 16 years ago now. It was more homophobic
back
times,
in the day.
Wasn't it?
So how did you fill the time once you've come out of rehab and everything?
I went to college. Went to drama school actually.
Right.
I wandered into college, but on the Wirral, Birkenhead, because the rehab says go and do something. So I thought, what do I want to do? I don't know what to do. I'm not a practical or handy or anything. Yeah. There was like a performing arts diploma. I thought, well, I'll have a go at that. So I went in and I said, I want to do the performing. This is, well, you ain't got no GCSEs. They got my birthday wrong at school. Yeah. I should have been in the year above.
Because you look 70 when you were there as well. You're like, no way.
I should have been in the year above. One day we had to, I think it was in the top class, if you like. Yeah. And the teacher come and said, gives you all the names, addresses, and date of birth. So I give her date of birth. She went, that's not your date of birth. And when it is, she said, it can't be. I said, well, it is. She said, you got any proof? I mean, we didn't have ID back then. Do you know what I mean? So I might got a letter off my mum or something like that. So I wrote on a betting slip. And so anyway, I brought her in and I said, look, it's my date of birth. And they said, you know what? You've been in the wrong year. All the way from school. You shouldn't have been a year above. I said, yes. She said, you can leave now if you want. I went, can I? I went, yes. I left. So it was just gnashed off. Just left. Didn't have any exams. Nothing, just gnashed off. Yeah. And so, yes, I did a performing arts diploma. Then I auditioned for a drama school near Leeds. Got in there. And I was with a theatre company for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And the thing is, well, when I was at the drama school, it was really posh, really quite middle-class kids. You know, they had cars and daddy and mummy funded and all this sort of stuff, but they had beautiful voices. And this is how I sound. I can't do accents, and this is how I was going to talk. So when we do like I don't know if we're doing the classics or a Greek or a Chekhov or anything like that, it seems to me to be made for them languages. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like if you get cast as a king or something like that, so they'll be like, hey, good evening, boy, how are we doing? You know, really, oh, here comes the king. Do you know what I mean? I'll be, all right, how are we doing? Do you know what I mean?
Right, Chuck.
So it'd be some like
little princess.
Yeah. So it'd be like some real poignant scene and people just start giggling. So he said to me, you should start comedy, Sam, really.
It's not good for you, this, Sam. Not good for you. Go fucking
you should be with the elite.
Yeah.
Go and try
on, mate,
But what does that even mean? Where do you do it? Where do you start? What do you do? Do you know, it's all shrouded in mystery.
It's weird, isn't it?
So when did you start? How old are you?
I think I was about 33.
Right, yeah.
So I remember I was going through Liverpool, and there was this, I can't remember what streets, one of the mainish roads, and there was just a sign on the pub, and it said open mic night Wednesday night, possibly. I thought, open mic night Wednesday night. Anyway, I've got that. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I went away, come back the next Wednesday. And it was Sam Avery, actually. It was Sam Avery on the door. I went, all right, mate, I've come for the comedy. What's come to be on? And what's your name? I went, Sam Harland. And he was looking down the thing, and he went, your name's not on here. So I said, your name? He says, no, there's like a 3 month. It's monthly. He says, oh, no, we've got a list. I thought, well, I've learned something there. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Then he said, just out of curiosity, how much material you got? I said, I've got about an hour. He went, you get 5. He said, come in, dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Just come in. Do you know what I mean? You get 5 minutes, and this is what you do. Then there was other acts there, and they say, go on the Manchester Comedy Forum. And I think he put me on the next month, and it possibly might have gone all right-ish. Yeah. I can't remember. And it was just just went from there, really.
Then someone tells you can get paid for this, you know, and you're like, fucking what?
I got paid in my second gig. I got 40 quid.
Fucking hell.
I don't know how.
Who was that for?
It was just I think it was just someone that I knew. It was one of them like poetry things type things.
Compilations.
And it was 40 quid. And I got 40 quid.
Hey, so I mentioned this story in another podcast about you doing a gig with a woman.
You love this story.
Yeah, this is one of my favourite stories about, I think Staunton told me it, about the woman who used to get drove around to the gigs by her husband.
Muck, back in the days of Muck.
What happened? Is it Beat the Frog? So,
no.
I want to know what actually happened to that one.
Right? There's this woman on it who was. I mean, now and again the circuit gets in. Well, not so much thingy, but back then when you're on the open micy type stuff,
it's full of.
It's a
freak show.
Yeah, it was just crackers.
It's a freak show.
And there's this woman came along who was crackers, and of a certain age, probably caused murder in the Wirral Poach Society, probably caused murder at Slimming Well. Do you know, just caused murder everywhere. Yeah. But she was here.
She had to do something.
So she was here. So I sort of know her. She had a little gig in Birkenhead. It ran a couple of times. She compared it. It was what it was. Right. And anyways, but she just got really friendly with everyone dead quick. And anyway, so I'm round at my mum's one day, and then my phone rang. She said, hello, it's the woman. I went, all right, how are we doing? All right. Oh, you couldn't do us a favour, could you? I said, what? She said, I've just been released from being sectioned.
Yeah.
And could you come and get me? And I thought, oh, and take me to I'm staying up with some friends in Manchester. And I thought, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. My mum's going, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, this woman's been, she went, oh, you rotten bugger, you fucking help if you can. You know, one of them. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, not a pot to piss in. Do you know what I mean? Got about 12 quid's worth in this shitty car, 12 quid's worth of petrol, skint, 3 cigs left. Yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyway, so, all right, do you know what I mean? So, got the tunnel money together, went through a tunnel. Anyway, she's stood, I can't remember it was there, but looking all shifty and sheepish and all this sort of stuff. So I thought, all right then. Yeah, all right then. She went, Sam, I'm going to pay you for this. Don't worry, I'm going to pay you. Yeah. So I said, well, I don't want paying, but I'd like a bit of juice. Just Anyway, get in my car. We're just going out of Liverpool, if you like, and there's like a bag and booze on the corner. Stop, like that. And what's going on? I'm bag and booze. I went, all right then. You know what I mean? So she goes to bag and booze. It seems to be in there at fucking Lifetime.
Yeah.
You know, but comes out with this booze, but comes out with the best of everything. Like the best vodka, the best the best whiskey, just the best of it, all clunking about, the best of everything. I thought, God, she hadn't spent all the money. Anyway,
can't give me fuck all, yeah.
But I'm not taking a note. I'm not taking a notice because I'm angry.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed off, and I don't know how I've done it. I'm just not, and I wasn't feeling great at the time.
Where are you going with it?
She was staying with some other comedians in Manchester.
Right.
So
okay.
she's gone from there to Manchester. So I think I don't need this. Looking at me, dash. She's gonna offer some money in a minute, you know, for this pet. This isn't looking good. This, but I'm not taking a notice of her mental state or anything like that because I'm preoccupied with my own rage, my own insanity, and I'm not long off the drink as well. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a counsellor said to me. I remember a counsellor saying to me, Sam. She said, "You know what, you're Sam?" I said, "What?" This one I've just stopped drinking. She said, "Your head is like a rough neighbourhood." You should never go in there alone. That's what she said to me. But Sam, fucking mental. So she said, then it dawned on me. Then it started unfolding.
What was going on?
Started unfolding. She went, "Do you like my ring, Sam?" I went, "Do you know?" No, it's actress. None of that. So I went, yeah. She went, "Reginald D. Hunter bought me that. We're getting married, you know." Oh, God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, God. Did you know, just like, bang.
Yeah.
I thought, what? Oh, I've not. What? Oh, God. Anyway, so we get to Manchester. I'm on fumes now. There's nothing left. She gets out of the car. She went, like that, tapped. "Oh, I've got no money left. I spent it all a bag and booze." For fuck's sake, do you know what I mean? Not only have I done a good deed, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, so I think, do they know she's coming here? So there's a couple of comedians who'll go named who was living together at the time. So I knocked at the door. She's there with the booze, crackers. And so the act up and I went, "All right, Sam." I knew him. I went, "Yeah." I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Well, she's staying here." "Is she?" He went, "Yeah, thing is staying." So he's in the house. She goes into the living room and he's going, "What the fuck's going on?" I went, "I don't know. It's not to do with me. I've just come here. I've got no money. Have you got any money?" "So how much?" "You got a tenner." "What for?" She promised me money to get her here, and it's not my problem now. "You got a tenner?" "Yeah, it's a tenner." "You're gonna give me?" "Yeah, of course I'll give it back." So I got the tenner. Got off. Just get out of there. Do you know what I mean? You just get to a petrol station, put your 10 snarlers in, and do you know what I mean? It didn't even, in your home. And all that sort of stuff. The next thing, then the next day, I got a phone call off. Someone who used to run gigs, who still does now. Well, go on named. I don't know why I'm saying go on named, but just don't want to drag.
It's fine. Yeah.
And they said, "Sam, did you pick up blah 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 from blah 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 yesterday?" I said, "Yes." "Why the hell did you do that?" I said, "'Cause I'm a nice person, and my mum told me to." I said, "Why? You was aware she had escaped from a secure sectioned unit. You were the getaway driver." I went, "Fucking hell." Do you know what I mean? Did a nice scene next to me, Bonnie and Clive. You know, fucking bending down the motorway.
You and Reginald D. Hunter's fiance.
I was the fucking getaway driver.
That's so funny.
I just didn't get on it.
Didn't have a clue. Just fucking.
Didn't have a clue. Just being nice.
But I thought this woman was married.
No.
Right. You're thinking of a different story.
You're thinking of the dictaphone?
No, he wants to know.
Wants to
know the story
the dictaphone.
of the woman whose husband used to drive her to gigs, and she was
no,
so
shit.
Yeah, that one. I think of that one.
So you won't even
I didn't even know that you had this fucking psychopath.
No.
Shutter Island.
I want to know who paid a tenner for the fugitive as well.
Yeah.
You're in a. Oh, sorry. That's another one. God, this one. You're in a. Yeah. So it was. I think I was beat a frog or something like that. Open my thing, whatever. I'm the big hitter doing 15. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, so there was a woman on. I feel like I mean it's horrible to women. I'm not some great acts about, but so. She tell Dad 1,000 lashes, proper like, death and right rise from the dead and die again, absolutely horrendous. So I'm there. She sort of knows me. How are we doing, Sam? Are you all right? And a fella's there. Hi, Sam. Nice to meet you. I'm his husband. I was nice and lovely, and this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and good. And it's for you in tonight. And yeah, do you want a drink? And I'm all right. Could get some vouchers. And yeah, smashing and all this sort of stuff. And so I'm talking to him and all this sort of stuff. And she's going there, and she says, "I'm just going to the toilet, darling," or something like that. And so she goes to the toilet. He turns around to me and goes, "This is fucking killing me." Sam, it's killing me. She just won't stop doing it. She won't stop doing it. It's fucking. I've come towards the end of my tether. Anyways, so I'm like that. I'm just patting him like that.
Was he almost crying?
He was beside it. He was fucking past himself. he was absolutely beside himself. He was shivering denizen of a man.
Really? How old were they? Were they both?
Like 40s, knocking on 50. So this is killing me. I can't take it. I cannot take it anymore. Please, she just won't stop. She won't stop, Sam. Anyway, so I said, anyway, she's coming. Just get yourself together. Get yourself together. It's like he's the act going on.
She's coming.
Anyway, so
just begging for the card.
Oh, it was that, and goes on. It was Morty. She went. It was horrible.
Was it?
Do you know when someone does so bad it scars you?
Yeah.
Right.
I felt scarred afterwards.
Right.
And it's like, and he was going out. And she went out to the door and all, and he was lagging a bit behind her. Just taps me on the shoulder, just give him a hug. And do you know what? As well, do you know what? It wasn't even like one of them hugs. It was like a fucking hug. I kept it going.
I feel for you, mate.
I just kept it going for a while.
We're in this together.
But that was the last of it. Then that was it. Never to be seen again, so to speak.
Oh, that she stopped.
Yeah, that was it then. But it was just the way he just broke. Do you know it's like? Do you know what it felt like?
I would love that. I would love that. I think that would be one of the best things that could ever happen to me.
That'd be so funny.
Is seeing a spouse be genuinely like they've lost their partner. She's like gone. She's someone else now.
She's gone.
It's like she's changed a human, like a life.
The thing is, for him to have broke down like that, he's seen in your eyes. You're also there, just going, fucking sick of seeing it. Yeah. She's so fucking shit, and he's seen it in your face and gone, she can't do it. Can't do it anymore.
But what I like about it is the fact that I think is obviously because that's the person that you're meant to love and respect as another human. You're married to them, and yet they're going up there and they're being unfunny time after time after time, and each time you see them die, it hurts you because you're the person that's saying, I choose to be around this person my whole life, and none of you can stand to even be in her presence for like 3 minutes. They've gone, oh God, I can't listen to her, and yet he's got to do that every day, and he's driving her, and it's humiliating for him. Yeah, and he's really devastated by it.
He drives home, she's probably like, it's all right, that one, wasn't it? And he's just like,
it felt like one of them films, when someone's been kidnapped, they kidnapped him. But the kidnappers, they've got him at gunpoint. Listen, I've got you at gunpoint here. I just want you to go to the kiosk over there, order something to eat, all that. If anything goes on, I've got the gun against your back. So the woman says, no, there's no way. He goes to the kiosk and goes, he's got a gun on me, Call the police. Call the police. It fucking felt like that. But it just come out of nowhere and it just caught me on a bit on it. It just caught, you just, that was.
I think that's the best, that's one of the best stories I've ever heard on the circuit.
You must come across as such a nice bloke. People just letting themselves, like, everyone thinking, right, I need help here. Who can I turn to?
How you didn't laugh.
The same with the woman who's mental. Just
how you didn't laugh is beyond me.
Yeah, it was just fucking
like the way he's come in. Hi, nice to meet you all. Do you want a drink? She goes, I can't do it. And he's just switched.
That's the worst thing. You've just gone, I fucking told you.
Oh God.
Had you seen her before that though?
Oh yeah.
Right, so you knew she was shite.
Yeah, really, terrible.
Well, I'd have found that hysterical. Yeah. Would you not?
Yeah. I don't know.
Having a middle-aged bloke.
You'd have done it in front of his face, like.
Well, they'd probably sort of smiled and laughed a bit, and then realised if he was genuinely upset and I'd been like, have you had a word or something? Because.
Do you want me to tell her?
Did he look?
I'd have been like that. Do you want me to tell her?
You've got to put it in context of the environment as well. So you're turning up doing your big 15 at the Frog, so you're a bit nervous. You're looking around, so you've got what you've got, and there, are we doing all right? Oh, I'm nervous, and do you know what I mean? And it's the old thing. Then suddenly, just that outpouring of emotion, I just thought, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Did you do all right in the gig afterwards?
I can't remember anything about the gig. That was it.
That was it.
That was the highlight of it, and people and now people just, tell us a story. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know.
He's been missed telling that story and loving that story.
I've been missed
before he's
telling
even heard it.
Because the story I heard was that like she went on. And obviously, this guy is. I think Staunton told me saying like this guy's really upset about her being on stage, and then she gets gonged off, and then he sort of just turns his head and looks at you,
just goes, "Not my fault. I never make it."
And then you were like, "It's not my fault. I didn't do it." like that's the story I heard. That she got gonged off, and he's just there going, and he goes, and he's looking at you like, help, sort of thing.
He was mortified, the fella, absolutely mortified.
That is one of the best stories I've heard on the circuit.
I'd love to know.
That years ago.
You haven't still got them on Facebook, have you? Be able to just see how they're getting on the lives.
God, I probably have actually.
You should go on tonight and just check.
No, but
they're still married.
See, I don't think there'll be anything like that on the open mic circuit at the minute, is there?
Sure there is.
There's surely not.
We're out of it now. Dean's the only one who you run an open mic gig now.
Is there anyone that turns up with a spouse that you've seen?
Just like,
no, not really. I mean, there's some bad open micers still.
Yeah, but I mean,
there's none of that. Yeah.
There's still crazy ones though.
Yeah, some crazy ones knocking about all the time. I think you've got to be because a lot of the times the crazy ones go up and bomb every week, and I think to keep doing that, you have to be a bit crazy, don't you?
Something not right.
Because they come off and they go, went quite well, that. And you're like, I don't know what reaction you were gauging there. Do you know what I mean?
What were you expecting?
Yeah,
like?
It's mad.
One of the acts last week asked Amy, could he dog walk her off the stage?
Yeah. He's
He's
Iranian.
Just asked Dean's partner, hey, can I dog walk you off the stage?
He's definitely a fan of the podcast, and he's just gone.
No, but he wants to dress in like a mankini, and then be like chain it up and go, "Well, you're my wife now," type thing.
Is he going to pay?
No. And Amy was like, maybe not. I don't think so.
See, these are the trappings of fame, aren't they?
Yeah.
These are the things you've got to sort of be wary of. That people are going to be asking you, putting these requests in for you.
I was like, what if he doesn't come back with you? What if it's like
what if he keeps
genuine thing?
Would she consider that for if she was remunerated properly?
Maybe. She's been doing a bit of that anyway.
I saw on the podcast, so I was thinking like,
been, like laughing at
how much would she charge to be walked off stage as a dog?
I don't think she likes because it's in front of a crowd.
Right.
And she's very, very self-conscious and anxious and that. So I don't think she'd do that just because there was a crowd there.
Right, okay, yeah.
She's not got a problem with doing it. It's the fact that the room's full of people and she has to get up in front of all them people. Do you get what I mean?
Right. So usually if you're going to request that, it's usually the man saying, I want to be walked off like a dog. The fact that he's requesting to walk her off like a dog
he's trying to pass it off as like, oh, I'm from Iran. This is how you get like a wife type thing. He's like, I know it's sexist, but I still want to do it.
Yeah,
like that's what he said. Do you get what I mean? Well, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait for him to try and get Amy, and Amy go, no. And I'm like,
I want to see if he actually brings the lead.
Well, the other time was when someone left me in charge of their gig. It's when we know it is.
Yeah.
And it's been a long running gig. And this is, I'm doing somewhere else. Can you come compare it and do it? And they do it a bit back to front, the order in there.
Yeah.
So they put the new acts on first. So anyway, so it was chocker as well. Really nice night.
Where's this gig?
It's just a gig. Just a gig really.
Gig. You can't give the area away.
No, not really. It's Northwest, and it was a while ago. And it was so it's compared. It was lovely. It was packed. It was small.
Do you know it?
Yeah.
It was a smashing.
Well, I don't know. I'm 2014.
It was a smashing gig. Absolutely cracking.
It was going on while you were on.
It was a smashing gig and it's going along and all that, but they just put new acts on first. Anyway, some bloke was chipping in. He was getting a bit chippy in it. So I thought, put him to bed. You're done now. Do you know what I mean? And he was all right behaved. And he was, I thought, let's just smashing this. And they said the new act's on first. So anyway, the new act comes on. It was a woman, funny enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not funny enough, but just, it was a woman. It sounded like it would have been really mean to women, but. So I went at the back and all that. As soon as it gets on, bang, straight into this bloke who's been shut up.
Yeah.
You know, kick the hornet's nest. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Well, why did you do it? But not got the thingy to thing it. So I'm stood at the back with Phil Chapman at the side. Oh, I thought, oh, shit, this is all we need. Oh my God, that gig's tear now. Ruin the gig. Why get involved with him? Just do your stuff, get off. You know. But Phil's just going, shh. I thought, fucking Phil's my mate. When to be going, I said, what the fuck? What's fucking all that? Shh. Do you know, fucking shush you, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fucking look, turn the gig. Fucking. He was going. fucking no one can hear me. Do you know what I mean? Just do your stuff, get off. Look at it now. Fucking, I've got to get these fuckers back now. I don't believe it. Shit like that. No, for fuck's sake. Anyway, it was a fucking train crash. Do you know what I mean? So I'm stood there, wrapped it up. The lady goes to the toilet. So I stood back where I was stood.
Yeah.
The woman walks up to us, moves away the curtain and take the dictaphone. She'd been recording a set on from I thought, fucking no. I went, shh. What you could have fucking told me, you prick.
Yeah.
For the next 2 days, I was checking Facebook to see if they'd unfriended me. If it's like a little shit out. Like a little shit out. Thinking, well, I was saying, but yeah, it was so bad. They're not going to listen to that back, are they?
Well, that could happen now with the voice memos on the iPhone, can't it? You got if you see a little rogue phone in the green room, you just got to be, there could be a little red banner at the top of this here.
It was horrible, Dad. I mean, the lesson there was just keep your fucking mouth shut, Sam. You know what I mean? None of your business.
You don't know, do you, if you're getting if there's a wire or somewhere?
Might have helped her though. She might have heard it and then been like, do you know what? He's right there. Yeah. Fucked up there.
It's a lesson learned.
Yeah. Never read of it since.
No.
Oh, yeah, it was hideous.
Oh, it's horrible, that.
Oh, well.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Did you gig at the weekend?
No, didn't.
About you, Dino?
No, I don't really do weekends that much, to be honest.
Didn't know you got any Friday Saturdays?
Nah.
Just breaking in, didn't he?
Spots.
That was way.
Just on the way up.
About you, Harlow?
What, Thursday at Water, funny enough.
Oh,
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, done a little tour warm up on it.
Yeah, it's you know, Tiny Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously went viral and all this sort of stuff. So this lad's put a tour for him together. So I've just been doing doing a few of them.
What's that like though? So he's put a tour together now. All his clips are like 3 minute in phoning people. How's the show go?
I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I've not seen it. I've
just done the warm up and fucked off every time.
Yeah,
warm up, selfie, fuck off.
Well, yeah, nashed off. But he's been getting the numbers in.
That's what I mean. The numbers are good, but
but he's fucking huge, isn't he?
Yeah, but all he does is like phone calls and the baby voice. How'd you do an hour of that?
I've seen him hosting, and he does some of that.
Does he?
And then some of it was just like normal.
Well, he does. He was a stand-up though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He has done stand-up.
Not successful though. No offense to him.
Was he not?
No.
I don't know how long he's been going.
No, it was like him. He was like when I started. He was like I said, doing the 15 minutes. Do you know?
Yeah, but let's not talk why he stopped. So
that sort of stuff.
Let's call that a pod now before we get into trouble.
Oh right,
That's
okay.
Right.
Yeah, so that was that there. So that it's been really good. That.
Yeah, it's been we enjoyed. So
Saturday, Friday did a dinner thing. Hosted a dinner on the Wirral. There's me and Stevie Harris. That was fucking hard work.
Yeah, I hate that. I've done one of them. Never again.
So you do a few of them though, don't you?
Yeah, they were it's all blokes of a certain age, just seeing everything.
Yeah.
You just want a bit of a mixture. A few women, it's all right, but it just felt flat. Then that Tiny Tim again on in York on Saturday, that was all right.
Nice.
It was all right. Yeah, ticking over.
Nice. Well, let's call it a day then. So, thanks very much for watching, listening, whatever you're doing. Dean, where can we find you? Obviously, we've already mentioned you're the host of the Mild High Club.
Yeah, man. Mild High Club, little episode every Tuesday, innit? And
you come out same day as us, you rat.
Yeah, well,
you were there first, so that's all right.
And then Dean Coughlin _ on Twitter
socials.
and Instagram and that. Yeah.
Sound. What about you, Sam?
Can I give this podcast a plug?
Yeah, you can give anything a plug. Where are you on social media? You got a social media presence or not?
You're on the social medias.
Yeah, I'm on. Well, it's just Sam Harland at Instagram.
Yeah,
and Sam Harland on Facebook and Twitter.
Sounds well. There you go. That one's easy.
Well,
let's tell us about your podcast.
It's called Turf to the Terrace.
Turf to the Terrace.
Turf to the Terrace, mate.
Nice. And when's that launching? Do you know?
I think there's been like a precursor, like a what do they call them?
A pilot.
There's been like a pilot, but that was just. It was. Like a Zoomy type thing, but they're trying to get a bit going. Yeah. So it's like proper like professionals like you lads.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. Well, I look forward to that. I look forward to you come back on again. It was great, Andy. This is your second appearance.
Yeah, man. I'm coming for Staunton's title, me.
Oh, yeah. He comes for most caps.
Yeah.
Right, so anyone, thanks for listening. Do us a favour. I always forget to say this. Anyone listening or watching, if you see any of our clips on social media, give it a share. That's all we're asking. There's no Patreon or nothing yet, so you see any of our clips, just help more people know about it. Just give it a little share. And other than that, thank you very much. You got on to plug, have you say? Fuck all. Right, thank you very much. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra.